players, thank you so much for joining. So glad that you circled back around to catch our broadcast for the evening, although you weren't able to catch us live. So we certainly appreciate that. And do me a favor, share the broadcast, because I can bet my right arm that you know someone that could use the information. Also, do me a favor, put hash replay in the comments and know where you're watching from. And again, thank you for watching. Good evening, you guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Tonight is Tuesday. Hello, everyone. Sorry I was not able to make it on last night. I wasn't feeling well. Still don't feel well, but we did not want to make it 2 nights in a row that we weren't with you on tonight. So we are here. We are here. We are here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope everybody had a productive weekend, and I hope you had a good Monday as well as Tuesday. And we are here yet again to talk about building business to our new and inspiring business owners. This is Quarantine and Me, and my name is Kimbra. I am your passive income diva. I assist new and inspiring business owners not only how to build additional income streams centered around their niche, but I am also a biz builder. So if you have ideas in your head and you're kind of looking at, how to sort them out, or if you're trying to make your very first sale in your business, I am certainly your girl, and I'm happy to assist you. And we have created this live broadcast, Quarantine and Me, in dedication of new and inspiring business owners. So we are here Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Generate Passive Income with Kimbra. Hello, Mother. Welcome. Generate Passive Income with Kimbra. As usual, we will go ahead and put the links in the comments so you'll be able to click on them. So click on that link, go ahead and like our page, and then you can look for the slew of videos that we have on our page. So whatever it is that whatever question that you need answered, or if you want to talk legalizing your business, crafting an effective business plan, we have all of that available for you. Over 50 videos. Strictly business, right? We also have what is known as question and answers, right? Questions that we seek out, that we get or see questions answered from new business owners. And so we do that as well every couple of weeks. And you guys, those videos are, titles are all written in the description. So you definitely won't have a problem finding them. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are still over there branding, okay? So it's now called Network Savvy, all right? And so you can definitely catch us live through Thursday there as well, okay? Now, if you have a question, the best thing to do is go to bit.ly/quarantine and me. Again, that's bit.ly/quarantine and me. You will come to a set of questions so that we can get to know you and your business. We will in turn do our homework on the back end, and then we will bring you on to have a candid conversation. Now, if you are shy, okay, if you are camera shy, no problem. We won't bring you on, but we'll schedule, some behind the scenes assistance that we can help you for about 20 minutes, okay? And then if those of you who are watching live, go ahead and put your name and where you're watching from, so we can give you a proper hello, all right? And don't forget to share the broadcast. I can bet my right arm that you know someone who can use this information, someone that asks the same questions that we deal with on a nightly basis. And so, please go ahead and share the broadcast, or just share our business page with them, right? Just send them the link, have them like the page, and then they can look for the videos themselves. And so tonight we are going to be very, very, very brief, okay? Because again, we don't feel very well, but we wanted to come on and just kind of give you 10 minutes of some information concerning customer service. Now, a lot of times our business owners, they jump into business without really knowing how to deal with their customer. And therefore, it, allows them to lack sales and finding new people. Okay, but one of the things that we have to realize in being business is we have to keep our personalities out of it, right? If a customer makes us upset, or if the customer says something we don't like, it is our job to hold our peace, right? And let the Lord fight your battle, as they say, right? And so you never know what the customer is going through. Yes, the customer could be wrong, okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to clap back at the customer. So before we jump ahead of ourselves, we are going to give you tips on good customer service. One of the things that I specialized when I worked in corporate America is I was a corporate training specialist. So not only did I train new hires, right, but I also trained them on the benefits of customer service. Okay, customer service is what is going to keep your customers coming back. All right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start from the beginning and give you just kind of a politically correct definition of what is customer service. Customer service is the act of providing support to both prospective and existing customers. Customer service professionals commonly answer questions, okay, through in-person, phone, email, chat, social media, and you're responsible, right, for creating documentation for self-service support. Okay. So now, customer service is when you go on. Just a few examples of customer service is. Let's start with online because right now we're more so dealing with online businesses and different things like that. When you go to an e-commerce, pretty much a website, and you see customer service, right? And it gives you, the contact information. You see the frequently asked questions for the customer service. One of the key things about the customer service is when I used to actually was on the phones with customers day in and day out was first call resolution. You give the customer everything it is they needed to know on the very first call. Why? Because it costs more money to have the customer call in when they've already spoken to us. Okay. And then number two, it frustrates the customer to have to call us for information that they should have knew on the first call. It takes out time during their day and it takes out time what they're doing to have to call us. And then if we, as a business, if we're a very busy business and a very lucrative business, the customer may have to wait longer than usual. So that is also very, very frustrating. Okay. So we do what is called first call resolution. Now, since we're dealing with our online customers, it's better to do what we call first call resolution the online way. And that's providing the frequently answered questions that is very visible on your website so the customer will know exactly everything they need to know about your service. Okay. The About Us page is very important. Okay. Customer needs to know what it is about you that is going to connect you to them, right? Anybody can go on a website. Anybody can go on a pretty website. Okay. But what does that pretty website represent? Okay. Do you represent, what do you represent as far as speaking to the emotional part of your customer? Okay. Do you represent, what have you been through in your life to get you to the point where you are selling this product? Because as you all know, everybody needs a story. All right. And so our About Us page basically introduces the company to the customer and gives the backstory on why you started selling your product. And I can almost guarantee you that if you go without that information, the customer will not buy from you because they're not buying just from anyone these days. Okay. They're buying from people that take the time to give the information that they are looking for. Let me just make sure I check my comments to see if we have any today. You guys please feel free to go ahead and put your comments in our comment section, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or anything you may have. All right. So, like I said, I can almost guarantee that the customer will not buy from you if you don't have a About Us page. Okay. So the first thing is get an About Us page. Let them know who you are. and then let them know where you come from and why it is you sell what you sell. What is the story behind your product? Okay, so that's the first good tip for customer service. All right, and to even go further than that, have a navigatable or user friendly, if you will, website. All right, that's good customer service. Why? Because you want the customer to feel free to navigate all over your website in ease and comfortability. Okay, you don't want a potential customer coming to your website and they don't know where to go. You have all of these freaky colors, they can't read the text. I can't tell you how many websites I went on and they have hot pink as their text and on a purple or pink background. Like, absolutely not. Okay. Take yourself out of this. All right. And give me something that is user friendly, that is customer friendly. Because I guarantee, and these same people, it never fails, are always the one asking, why am I not getting sales? Can nobody read what you're putting on your website? And that is why you cannot get sales. Okay. Or your pictures are blurry and they're homemade, or you took all the stock photos from the, and I would suggest use the stock photos before you use the homemade pictures. Like, I would totally suggest that. All right, but take out the time to do your own photo shoot. Get a photographer to come and do a nice photo shoot, right? For your photos. All right, have a readable website. All right, black text, all right, is the best on a white background, okay? But, there's other ways, other colors that you can use for a background, but make sure that text is readable. Make sure nobody's squinching trying to read what it is that you have to say. Just because you like it don't mean it's good customer service, and don't mean that the customer is able to read it, okay? So I needed to backtrack and say that much, because I swear I look at so many websites with hot pink writing, like hot pink text, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. And then when you give your feedback, people want to get offended or whatever, and it's like, okay, well, leave it, all right? Just know that you won't make any sales this way, all right? All right, so getting back to the frequently asked questions. And so I'm going to give you just a list of questions that need to be answered so the customer will not have to call you, okay? You want to talk about shipping. Okay, you want to talk about shipping. You want to let the customer know how long it takes to ship, what your shipping options are. You want to talk about your payment options. Let them know if you take PayPal, if they need an account. Let them know if you take credit card, okay? This is something that they need to know, because you want to make it just as convenient for your potential customer to purchase from your website. All right, you want to talk about refunds, okay? The customer needs to know if they buy clothes that they can't fit, if they buy a CBD product that doesn't work for them. And I do know for the CBD products, if you are under an approved merchant, there is a 60-day money back guarantee, whether they use it or not. You have to give that customer back their money, and that is a rule. Okay, that is a rule. Why? Because more people will make chargebacks, which they're trying to avoid, right? So they won't close your account. All right. So you want to be very, very, very clear on what you do with refunds. Now, outside of the CBD, do you actually give people their money back? Okay. Or do you give them store credit? Are there any stipulations that would determine if a customer does not get a refund, right? So you have to put those rules on your page. Now, they can be in the FAQs, or you can do a whole separate page that includes shipping and refunds and different things like that, right? You have to be crystal clear about what it is that you expect, so that the customer can read it up front and know what it is, that they can, if they can return some merchandise, okay? And 9 times out of 10, you will have a good customer service experience if you can refer back to the refund policy when the customer don't agree, all right? that's the end of the conversation, okay? And sometimes it's not the end of the conversation, but you want to cover yourself by putting that information on there, all right? So again, we're talking about your shipping, okay, how long shipping takes, and that's domestic and international. Your payment methods, okay, do you accept credit card, PayPal, different things? If you have some type of easy pay, I know they have this new pay that I just heard of called Afterpay, right? Where me as the reseller will get our full pay, but you as the customer can pay in installments. And as long as you pay, before a certain time, there is no interest to be paid. So for you who have e-commerce businesses, you definitely might want to look into that to see if that's something you might want to offer your customers. Okay. So this is the things they need to know, right? It helps in their buying decision. All right. And if you go back to the sales funnel that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, evaluation. And that when they're at the period of evaluation, trying to make a decision, all of this information that you give them up front helps them to make a sound decision. All right. And more than likely, a decision in your favor. All right. So again, it's very important to go ahead and put ways you need to be paid, whatever the refund process is. Let them know that as well. Also, let them know what the processing times is. Okay, include that with your shipping. So if it takes you 2 to 3 business days, or even 3 to 5 business days of processing before the product is shipped out, say that. All right, don't not put that information because you're scared or you're nervous, but go ahead. I have a drop shipping business, all right? And a lot of my plus size clothes are drop shipped, okay? And the company that drop ships them, it takes sometimes 3 to 5 business days before they ship out the clothing, all right? And sometimes it can take up to 10 business days for them to receive the item. Why? Because we have COVID. But what you want to do is you want to remind your customer of the expectation, okay? So they can go ahead and implant it in their mind that they're going to be waiting a week and a half for their item. Okay. And again, if they see this up front, they have no questions for you. They have no need to call you. And if they see this up front and they go ahead and purchase the product, they are okay with your rules and your regulations. Okay. Another thing you want to include is you want to go ahead and include some type of email or a phone number so a customer can reach you, okay? And that's very important because a lot of times they want you to call them. I know when I had the big influencer promote my t-shirts, I got a whole bunch of orders, and the orders were just running later than usual. So I got on the phone and I called some customers, right? Just to let them know, to talk to them, people that have emailed me. I said, well, let me call, let me talk to you or whatever. And a lot of times when they talk to you on the phone, they feel your heart, they feel your sincerity. And so even if they are a little upset, they will be willing to give you a chance, all right? Because they hear you. Okay, and a lot of times, and you, I'm sure you've heard this before. A lot of times, what you're trying to convey is different online than what you're trying to convey in person. Okay, something you may say online, it could offend the person depending on how they read it, versus you saying it to them, all right, in a nice, friendly voice, on the phone or whatever, okay? So we really, really have to be careful. We have to be careful how we communicate to our customers, because we do want that one sale, but we want many sales after that, all right? And so that's what we have to think about. Don't think about just this one time. Think about when you have another product or an update of a product coming out, you want that customer to purchase again. All right. And 9 times out of 10, your money will come from repeat customers. Okay, so you definitely want to definitely keep that in mind. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stop right there. We'll finish off with good customer service tips on tomorrow and possibly the rest of the week. But again, we don't want to overwhelm you, but it is very important that we do our part for our business and represent our brand. All of this is branding, right? Your brand is what people think about you. Okay, when people think about my brand, I hope, right, that they know she's a good person. Her clothes fit, her clothes are nice, her clothes look exactly like she portrays them to look, okay? Because I have repeat customers. All right, so I know that's what they're thinking. All right, so we're gonna dive in a little deeper tomorrow on good customer service so that your business can grow. And once again, you guys, we on Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern at Generate Passive Income with Kimbra. Again, if you have any questions that you want us to address, go to bit.ly/quarantine and me and let us know, and we'll be certainly happy to help you. All right, you guys, not going to keep you any longer. Going to you tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace. Take care.